biggest learnings have been after you became an employer and started business and hiring people, doing mergers and acquisitions? What is that biggest learning for you?
I think early on, I think a lot of people think that your success in business is connected to your technical expertise. So I own an engineering company. I'm an engineer, by trade and by training, and I've done this for long enough, let's say.
Right.
But being the best engineer is not what grows my business. Being the most technically sound engineer, I can be the best drainage analyst that there is in the state of Texas. And that's not going to grow my business. Right. And making the switch from becoming the technical expert to becoming the leader of the business, and making that shift from the startup to a small business. And in the startup, you wear all the hats.
Right.
Right. And in the small business, to me, that's when you can't wear them all anymore. And you start having to make choices about how you're going to spend your time. Can I teach someone else what can I teach someone else how to do most effectively?
Right.
That's probably the best way to say is, what have you learned is, at some point through your growth as the guy at the top, to grow, you have to decide to delegate. But what you delegate becomes a question of, what can I most effectively teach other people? And so for me, that struggle was letting go of the technical parts of my job that I love. I didn't get into this because I don't like engineering and I don't like numbers,
Right.
but coming to the understanding that I can't be the technical expert and still manage this business. And I can hire people who are technical experts, and I can still pour into them, and I can still share my knowledge, and I can still participate on those teams. But, we've gotten bigger than just offering engineering. Now we have surveying, construction. We have all of these different scopes of services that, my little favorite one that I used to work in can no longer be my favorite one.
Right.
We have to spread beyond. And so as you transition into leadership, you got to let go of the technical, get some focus on some soft skills. And that's an interesting shift to make when you kind of go from the startup to the small business. Is how you're going to get through that letting go of your old toys.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. That's fantastic advice for people as they move from the startup entrepreneur that's doing everything to having to share. Right. And that's
Right.
letting go is really hard. So thank you for sharing that.